IITJEE.
Hi, Barry Science Lab!
Alright folks, so here we got a really exciting problem. We got a car that's being chased by a police motorcycle. Let's check it out. So, a car travels with a constant velocity v0 on a highway. At the instant it passes a stationary police motorcycle, the motorcycle accelerates with a constant acceleration and gives chase. And that means it starts chasing. What's the speed of the motorcycle when it catches up to the car in an adjacent lane on the highway? Draw the VT plots on top of each other. Now that's a hint. Okay, so what do we know? We know that we got a car, and it's traveling with some constant speed v0. And at the moment it passes some police motorcycle, I'm gonna draw that like a bike for some reason. Here's that motorcycle. That motorcycle accelerates with a constant acceleration a, but its initial velocity is 0. So at some point these two guys are gonna catch up. And at the time they catch up, what's the motorcycle's velocity? So this is a really cool problem, but it has a really interesting solution. Here's what it is. Let's check it out. We have some VT graphs. The car has a constant velocity of v0, and the police motorcycle starts from rest, but he has some constant acceleration. So he's gonna look like this. So at the moment they meet, we want to know the police car's velocity. Well, check it out. What moment are they going to meet? They're going to meet at the moment when their distances traveled are the same. That means the distance under, let's say that this one finishes at some time t, the area under this graph has to equal the area under this graph, since they meet when the distances are equal. But when are the distances equal? Think about that. When are these two distances going to be equal? AKA, when are these two distances going to be equal? When is this area, this green area, going to equal this blue area? When is that the case? Well, that's the case when this thing, this velocity of the car is the average velocity, right? VO has to be the average velocity of this and this if it would have to have the same area as the two graphs. And so since that's the case, since VO is the average, if this is VF, well, what does it have to be? Remember, V0 has to be VF plus 0 over 2. VF plus 0 because this is your initial, this is your final. Initial 0, final VF. So this is the average velocity formula. That means 2VO is equal to VF. That means the velocity of the motorcycle when it catches the car is twice the velocity of the car. And so our answer is going to be a nice 2V0 for choice C. Thanks for checking this lecture out. We'll check you out in the next episode of Physics.
Embedded plus MKO plus scaffolding equal learning. We believe anyone can learn anything. That's why our motto is memorization is a crime. And that's why we partnered with Brilliant.
Brilliant transforms math and science into hands-on activities so that you too can understand everything from first grade math to E equals MC squared. Barry Science Lab and Brilliant is your MKO and will give you the scaffolding to expand your ZPD until you become the next Sir Isaac Newton or Albert Einstein.
Visit brilliant.org/Barry Science Lab today. And the first 50 of you to use that link will get a 20% discount on the Brilliant annual subscription.
Don't forget that you too can become the next Einstein. So let's fall in love with math and science.